Yes, people, welcome to Never a Foul. You can see who's late and who's not. The culprits are there. But anyways, look, we're talking about the weekend results. There's one big result yesterday. Let's be real, Arsenal fans acting like they're fine, but they're not. Deep down, they're hurting. And I feel the pain. I know the pain. Many people do in the YouTube world and the football world. But anyways, make sure you like and subscribe. And also subscribing to the man them on the panel as well. When I put the banners up on their names, you can all see it right there. Halftime Hooks and Do-Rag Diaries, who's just dropped a video as well. But yeah, man, what you man saying? The ones that are on time, do you know what I mean? Like not escaping us,
I'm good, bro. You know, obviously, you know, came yesterday, did the watch along. Yo, by the way, the drive back was an absolute mazzoline. So literally, when I got back, man, just straight away jumped in bed, flang on the stream to see what people were talking about, yeah. And all I could see is some Rottweiler frothing at the mouth, eyeballs popping out his damn head, excited at the fact that they could slew Arsenal. This is what I saw. So I went, you know what? Man are not even deep in the game or what really happened or, you know, how well Arsenal
And this is how you can tell how a man is rattled, because he asked how you was feeling and he's already started to go on about the game. Someone said this. Bro, he just asked how you're feeling. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to a new week. You know, 3-point collectors.
Maybe
the 3-point collectors are here. When you're a 3-point collector, maybe you should.
That's what we want to do.
You know, jump ahead.
Wait, that's what we want to do.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Wait, that's what we want to do.
Well, welcome, guys. I hope everyone's having a good week. My week has started very well. You know.
Whoa. Yeah, cool. I got a question for you, yeah? So why is it when I collected 3 points at your ground, you didn't do the reaction stream with man?
What reaction stream? You didn't tell me to come to the reaction stream.
Don't come to the preview and not turn
I didn't even do a stream last week. You can't even do that, bro. I was busy last week. You can ask Cass.
You were sad.
You can ask Cass the amount of times Cass asked me to come on stream, and I told him, bro, I'm busy. I was out last week.
So
there was no running.
So yeah, you ran. You already ran. I don't deal with man that run away in it. So back to what
there's no running, bro. Do you know why you're not gonna do that? Because we was on this stream last week, Monday, Hooks. Stop the foolishness and stop the deflection tactic.
Bro, Cass asked me how I was feeling, and the chat then want to know how I'm feeling. Bro, the only person that they really care about how I was feeling right now is me because of this badge here. Yeah, they're all here to laugh and slew me. So let me. Can I tell the people how I feel? Can I tell them? Thank you. So I
thought you already done that. We're like 3 minutes into you telling us how you feel, but clearly you're rattled.
Cool. All right.
Clearly you're rattled.
Sorry, chat. The Tottenham fans not allowing me to tell you, man, how I feel. So you know what? I'm happy. How are you, Jordz?
Yeah, we're not because you didn't collect 3 points. You didn't collect 3 points this weekend. So how about that? How am I? I'm doing great, you know. As you can see, Do-Rag's back. It's extremely tight because, you know, that's what 3 points can do to you. Has you feeling nice.
It's a blue one,
sometimes cuts the blood circulation off like it's doing this morning. And that's why. And that is why. Yeah, it's blue, man, because, you know, I thought I'd rep my team correctly, you know. The blue and white side of London. And also, you know, the Blues done their job against you yesterday, you know, broke your heart. So I thought it'd only right if I come in representing, you know. But
he's chatting rubbish.
Yeah, man, good weekend. That's how I'm feeling.
How you feeling, Dan?
Very, very good.
Feeling good, Dan? Feeling good?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, all good.
Oh, Dan's another 3-point collector. I think he should join me up here. I'm sure he's good.
Dan's mic's not even on yet. So yeah.
That's why. There you go. All good. Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, 3 points collected, George. You're right, mate.
Yeah.
I'll get exemptions because I'm the host.
I think Dan should join us up here, Cass. Honestly, that's what I'm.
Well, that
and a certain guy in the middle needs to drop down below where he belongs.
Should Arsenal fans not be in prison? Like the way they played football, man, was so negative. Like
what?
I think that's prison worthy.
I mean,
Dan, please. I thought someone was gonna say it. Like, what's going on here?
Wait, if anyone's
Was that
gonna go
not
in
prison football settings?
if anyone's gonna go, but if anyone's gonna go in prison, it's mine.
In he goes then.
Exactly, because mine. If anyone, why is this on Arsenal?
Because they're starving. Nobody
What are we
cares
doing
about
here?
Manchester City,
No,
bro.
no.
This is what I mean. Nobody actually cares
You know what's funny?
about Manchester City, bro.
Do you know what's rather
by the
funny
way,
in this game?
No. Let me speak, yeah, because this is something that actually jars me, yeah. Because I remember so vividly, because it was not too long ago. Arsenal drew to Brighton 1-1 at home. Oh man, it doesn't matter that you got a sent off, man. Oh, you shouldn't be drawing at home. There's no excuse for drawing at home. That's an L. By the way, Arsenal go to the Etihad, yeah. By the way, when it was 11 men, yeah, who was winning?
You didn't go there with 10 men.
Who was winning when it was 11 men? My club was winning, yeah. So hold that about negative ball, yeah, because Manchester City took the lead.
Wait, what's your point? Wait, what's your no? Not hooks. You're not making sense.
And then
you was winning when you had 11 men.
I'm talking, bro. Relax. You can have your time.
You're rattled because you're talking about having 11 men and 10 men. It's part of the game. If your team goes down to 10 men, plays 2 games this season, that's because your team is making silly mistakes and silly challenges. That's the second time in the second game this season, one of your players has kicked the ball away and caused time wasting to get themselves a red card. Maybe they should have learned from the first time.
It didn't.
Big game, big results, and big decisions. Referee, yes, it's a questionable decision. You can sit there and question whether he should have or shouldn't have done it. But at the end of the day, he gave the ref a reason to do it. He done it the last game and he'll do it again against Arsenal. You can say the refs are against Arsenal. We've heard this shit for 3 or 4 years. But at the end of the day, the team was up when you're winning. It was 2-1.
That's disingenuous in my opinion.
Are you done, bro? I never mentioned ref. You mentioned the ref. I never mentioned ref. I never mentioned.
Getting onto that. You was getting onto that.
No, I wasn't. So, by the way,
you were talking about 10 men.
Can I talk now, though? Because you didn't want me to talk before.
You spoke about the 10 men, so you was getting onto the referee situation.
No, but can I talk? But can I talk though? I just want to know.
No,
you can. Go talk about the referee situation. What you're gonna do.
By the way, bro, come on, bro, respect me, please. So, by the way, yeah, cool. We go into the second half. Yeah.
Well done, Jordz.
We have 10 men, yeah. So they see the 10 men thing, yeah. The 10 men thing, yeah, is fully deserved. So you can ask, man. You can even go back and watch the Watchalongs. I was saying on the I don't know if anybody, yeah, should know that you don't kick the ball away, yeah. It should be an Arsenal player because only a few games ago, one of our players got sent off for doing this. So Trossard, side man, I don't know what he's playing at in it. I don't even want to talk about it. The ref had a bad game, but he had a bad game for both sides in it. So I have absolutely no intention to talk about the ref in it. It is what it is in it. But when we went down to 10 men, we was forced into a scenario where we have to play defensive. It's 10 men at the Etihad, and we're already 2-1 up. Yeah. Now we executed our game plan for the second half to a T, all the way up to the final kick of the game. I cannot be mad at that. So why is it when Manchester City draw at their ground, my club is getting slated by everybody and not Manchester City? Do you know why? Because nobody cares about them. No, I've realized nobody cares about them. It don't matter what nobody cares. Everybody, yeah, they're a Tottenham fan and hate watching Arsenal. They're a Chelsea fan and hate watching Arsenal. They're a Manchester United fan and hate watching Arsenal. They're a Liverpool fan and hate watching Arsenal. So, by the way, man just hate us. And it just is what it is. But it's cool. But I just need people to not talk out of both sides of their mouths. So you got to decide, yeah, are Arsenal a small, dead club that you like to say, or are we up there and you want to be talking about us all the time? Because which one is it? Because it can't be both. It actually can't be both.
I'm going to be honest, yeah.
Definitely rattled.
But by the way, by the way, I was gonna say in it, obviously the whole wasting time thing, yada yada yada. But yesterday, Michael Oliver ruined the game, big time. Like just in general, even if you're just a natural viewer on the viewer's perspective, you can't sit there in the comments right now and say Michael Oliver did not ruin that game. Because guess what? Even if Arsenal had 11 men, I don't expect them to go into that low block. They had no choice but to go into the low block, right? And then the first yellow card he dished out was for something soft for Trossard. Do you remember? He just done a little pull tug, but they weren't going nowhere. It was just down at the bottom of the end, and he gave it anyways. It's like for me, if that I'm just thinking, if my club did it like that, it was a bit like when Delo went to Man City. Do you remember when Grealish and got sent off for the most bullshit? It's the same kind of. It was the same kind of thing. No. First season under Ten Hag, Grealish was doing up Delo at Man City where we lost 6-3. Yeah. And he got sent off for something very similar, and I think it was also by Michael Oliver. It got booked early, and we were like, wait, hold on, how is that even a booking? The second one, I can hear it, to be fair. He just sold himself into that. But we was like, what? Wait, hold on, this is bullshit. The thing is, when there's the last second, I think, can we just all agree? Let's just put it to Sunday League, Saturday League, whatever leagues you play in. If there's literally a few seconds left of a half, and you boot the ball to clear it, which is normal in the game, Michael Oliver's whistle to Trossard clearing it is minimal seconds, and he sent him off. So really and truly, Michael Oliver didn't only ruin it for Arsenal, but he ruined it for Man City as well. Because Man City are known in the second half to come back and do business the way they need to do to get a win. And they wouldn't have to set up in a low block, which might have actually allowed them to win the game. I think it's pathetic.
Not according to Pep.
Because it wasn't the fact that got sent off. It was pathetic. He ruined the game for me. But I thought, I can't sit here personally and cast Arsenal, bro. I just don't know how I do it. The only thing I say, you can see in the last second. So what? I don't think Man City fans are glorifying the draw. They hate it. Martin, what are you saying?
But you know the difference is though, because everyone's trying to do this Arsenal praise and stuff because they went away and they got the draw, and now trying to flip it as this bad game from City, so on and so forth. When Arsenal were going into this game, it was quite clearly pointed out from Arsenal fans in the conversation we had with Agal yesterday. They just kept saying, oh, we're not going to lose. They weren't going there to win. Arsenal went there for a draw. They walked away with the result that they wanted. Arsenal fans are, as you saw, they're trying to act upset because it was a last minute loss, but if going into the game, they would have been delighted walking away with a draw. They just don't like the circumstances that it happened. That's the difference. Arsenal got battered. They got absolutely battered. Pinned back. I'm not again Hooks. I said Arsenal fans. I didn't refer to you in particular. I said you're chatting about yesterday. But I know you. I know we've been on enough streams. You said you were gonna win, but you never believed it. You never actually thought you were gonna go to the Etihad and get a win. Just like no other Arsenal fans did, and just like the team.
Bro, I was very consistent in it. It was like with the Tottenham game. I was very consistent throughout the whole week. I said, throughout the whole week for Tottenham, we're keeping a clean sheet. I said that the whole week we're winning. The same with Man City. I said we're going to win. I predicted 2-0 to Arsenal the whole way. And then even on the drive up to the this guy can even confirm because on his stream I said 2-0 as well. And then on the drive up to the watch along, bro, I was not nervous. Bro, I was not nervous. Don't worry, I'll entertain your foolishness in a minute. I was not nervous the whole way through. I got there. I was not nervous. I'm watching the game. Man City score. I'm like, okay, it's a bit annoying, but I'm still not nervous. I still think we're gonna score. Then we get 2 goals. Remember, I said 2-0. I knew we would score 2 goals. And then we're winning. We're actually winning. And then we go down to 10 men. And then, by the way, for the whole of that second half, we did what
you know how you referenced the 10 men.
We did. How do you want what you want Arsenal? Yeah, with by the way, against Manchester City, it is already difficult to try and attack them at their ground. But you want Arsenal just for your enjoyment to attack Manchester City with 10 men for over 45 minutes.
No one's enjoyment.
Are we in the twilight zone?
You said that.
Are we in the twilight zone? No one's like, what do you want Arsenal to do, bro, with 10 men against Manchester City, bro? Like, by the way, we're not playing Barnsley, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? We're not playing some dead team. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
Are you not? You've said yourself you're one of the best teams in the league. The best teams in the league should be able to go toe-to-toe with City. You're acting like no one's ever gone toe-to-toe with City before. You're acting like teams haven't dominated City in possession before. This isn't impossible, bro. If you're good enough, you can do it. I'm not. We're not talking about the 10 men. I'm talking about how you approach the game.
About your team being good enough, because my team slapped up your team. So have some respect when you're talking about my team in it. So I'm not going to take that.
You didn't slap us up though. This is what we're not getting. You played the same way, and you.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure if everybody here had 10 men against Manchester City at the Etihad,
Oh, we know about it.
Then, by the way, they're not gonna be especially when they have the lead already. They're not gonna be like, oh, let's continue to attack City. Like, let's be open. Let's have a high line. Actually, maybe your idiot club with your idiot manager might do it in it because all he knows what to do is high line. But
I don't get what your point is. You keep saying after the 10 men. No one's made the point about after the 10 men. I'm talking about going into the game. But even aside from that, you referenced again about the referee and the 10 men. Are you going to reference that the goal you scored, the first goal you scored, was caused by the referee? The first goal you scored, you had the open space because the referee called Walker to come over and let me have a chat with you, and then blew the whistle after you had a chat with him to leave the space.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Because I remember something only about a minute ago. Mont said something about Pep didn't think.
Sorry, I'm just going to clap that point.
Pep didn't think that. Did you see what Pep said about? Did you see what Pep said about that?
No, yeah. Pep said 11, 12, 13 men.
Let me say if you've got the quote right.
Did you see what? Did you see what?
Connection.
What, me? Yeah.
Well, let's see if you've got the quote right, because I bet you quote him on the second goal and not the first one.
No. Because he correct me if I'm wrong, but he said Diaz should be switched on, should move over. The midfielder should be switched on, move over, cover the space. Kyle Walker. Do you know what I mean?
Listen to the full interview.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
talk
Yeah,
man.
I look.
Hooks.
I look.
5 minutes to dribble.
Oh, dribble, yeah. Okay.
It's time for the big boys to have a chat.
The big boys.
Title winners. Title bottlers.
Yeah, man.
Sit back like your team did. Sit back. Get comfy. Get comfy like your team did at the Etihad yesterday when you sat back. Anyway, right.
Go on, man.
Let's do this. The amount of dribble that's been talked about in the last 12 hours is bordering on slander and what's coming out about City in the last 12 hours. You sat there. Hooks, let's start. And I'm going to give Arsenal praise. What I won't do is give your scum fan base any praise.
Oh, you don't have to. I don't care.
Because I'm not going to do it. When you are celebrating Rodri's potential ACL, get in the bin, every single one of you. Get in the bin.
Write a tweet.
Get in the bin.
Write a tweet.
Yeah, I don't think that's the.
Yes, it did. Go to AFTV, Monks. Go and have a look at it. Fan cam celebrating Rodri's ACL potential.
Is it?
On there. Go and have a look at it. Yeah.
Right. I'm not part of that. Man.
This is how. So we can do all this all you want. Yeah.
He's got an ACL.
But I remember.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of Man City fans.
This is what he said. No, don't do this.
When Odegaard got injured, hey man, we can both do it.
I think
you tried snapping Rodri from minute 37. Well, from minute 1, you tried snapping him.
We can both do it.
No, you went for Rodri from minute 1.
There's scumbags in all fan bases, bro.
Yeah, but when what I would say, when Odegaard got injured, yeah, there were enough, like, not even just like, I'm not saying City fans were the ones celebrating in it, but there were a lot of.
No, I know. Like, I speak for my fan base once, but here's my point. Pep said in future we will make the referee come to us.
Yeah. But he did say before that Diaz should be switched on.
No, that was on the corner.
Move over.
This is where the confusion's coming. The corner. We'll get to the corner in a bit. Because I didn't realise WWE style wrestling the goalie to the ground with 2 players is now allowed. But hey, we'll roll with it.
Hey, did the ref blow for the foul?
Well, he did last season. Months will tell you that. I mean, Akanji bagged it.
What about
He blew for it a lot less.
What about Vicario in the cup? Do you remember that one, Jordz? Oh, he's not there.
Which Vicario? Akanji go?
You know the Akanji one at the Etihad, where he went in on when him and Allison were together. Yeah. He literally love tapped Allison hardly, and the ref disallowed it. So let's not talk about
that was a horrible decision. But
he got given an FA Cup though when you played Tottenham. You remember that one at the end?
My debate is consistency. We've all got this consistency.
Yeah, he's saying it's happening. He's basically saying it's happening to everyone.
But all I've heard for 12 hours is City have bought all these referees from the UAE and we're sending them out. It's a load of garbage what's been said in the last 12 hours.
That's true.
I
don't believe that.
This crap that I've heard, and I don't care what the anti-City agenda is in the chat. I really don't. This is my serious situation right now. This thing of Arsenal were the better team. You were the better team when Rodri went off. Give you due there. You came with Chester all week. Best defence. Haaland's not getting a sniff. Took him 8 minutes to split you open. Split you open because Savio did Calafiore like he was eating calamari. Did him over. Dipped him in mayo. Sent Haaland away. See you later. Bye-bye. 1-0.
I just want to know, Martin, yeah. I thought...
And we were battering you at that point. What happened with Gundogan?
I thought that you were...
Battering you.
I thought you was a Manchester City fan, bro. Like I thought you was.
Yeah, I am, but I was also at the game.
I thought you was a formidable. You know, I thought you was a champion again. Ole ole.
Top of the league, mate. Top of the league. You're fourth. You're fourth.
I thought you was a Centurion, bro. So why are you coming on here like a Spurs fan?
You're below Aston Villa. You're below Aston Villa. You're coming on here. Arsenal, get back in the box. You're
cool. We'll a Manchester City fan.
Top of the league. 4 in a row.
Ole is talking about league position at game week 5. Bro, you're sounding like a Spurs fan. So do you know what? I'll let you. I expected more from the Manchester.
You're sounding like a Spurs fan. You're arguing about what you've both won with nothing.
Go forward, bro. Go on. Speak like a Spurs fan. Go on, do it.
No. My point is, Arsenal were very good defensively. Best defense in Europe, 1000%. I'll give you all that. This stuff, though, about Arsenal with a better team. Little fact for you. Timber, Kai Havertz, didn't complete one pass.
This what I mean, Spurs fan. I don't know what it is.
Did not complete.
Bro, no, you're not in League 2 anymore, bro.
Doesn't complete one pass
anymore, bro. You don't need to talk like you are.
Tell me another game where you've seen a stat.
Overall,
now you're saying champions again. You've not done it in 20 years. You probably weren't alive.
To be honest, I think Arsenal
on your mama's, you know what? When Arsenal won a title, you weren't there.
What?
Pardon? You weren't there when Arsenal won a title, probably.
He was definitely.
There, by the way, that's probably a compliment. That's probably a compliment, Hooks. You know,
that's a compliment. That's a compliment.
Yeah,
he was definitely there.
Hooks is old.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how old he is. No,
it's a compliment.
Arsenal were excellent.
He's got monsters in Jordz' skin. I understand it.
Best defense in Europe. Best defense.
You look young. You know what I mean? Monsters looks 12 and Jordz looks like he's 20. Bro.
This stuff on Arsenal with a better team is garbage. It's garbage. The first goal, Michael Oliver. You talk about Michael Oliver being paid by City. Blah blah blah. Dragged Kyle Walker 60 yards out of position to have a chat with him.
But that's normal.
No, it's not.
He's the captain. If the referee wants to speak to the captain.
Is it normal to blow? Is it normal to blow the whistle as he's leaving?
What, bro? So you think
stumble and fumble? Keep going.
My brain is a bit
stumble and fumble. Stumble and fumble.
I'm confused right now. So you think, yeah? So this is how entitled that you are as a Manchester City fan. Is you think that the ref?
So I've got to ignore the big decisions.
Okay. I'm just saying because I even said I don't even want to talk about the refs today because he was bad both ways, isn't it? But let's not pretend like he doesn't referee in the UAE as well. I just throw it out there. You think, you think that
what was the line I heard yesterday?
He calls over the captain. You think that he has to wait for him to get back into position to blow the whistle to carry on playing? The level of entitlement is absolutely
every single professional. And
let's set that standard then.
Can we go around the board quick? Can we go around the board quickly?
No, they haven't said it's standard.
Can we go around the ball quickly then? Because I'm going to say this now. First and foremost, over 850 people in here. So make sure you're liking the video. There's only 130 likes. There's a lot of you in the live chat. And so please smash the likes. Don't ignore if you don't mind. Appreciate it. I'm going to be honest. Arsenal, for me, were the better team. They were the better team. They came with a game plan.
What are we doing here?
In the first
glazing, bro. You've been glazing off.
No, it's not because you lot don't like this. You lot don't know. Because you know what?
They were the better team.
They were the better team because guess what? I put it like this: in the first half, Arsenal regained control. Yeah, and City fight hard. Yeah,
context.
but
they're
But
showing
the one
us
they all
the
celebrated.
completed pass,
The one
mate.
they all
Like, they were
celebrated.
We have to be on. No, we have to be honest. And even that says it himself. So he's not. I'm not the only one in this. He says that City were poor. The fact is, even when Rodri came off, it doesn't matter if Rodri's on or off the pitch. Who played better with the team on the pitch? After 25 minutes, it became an even game, and they got the scoreline better 2-1 through a great goal through Calafiori, and then obviously Gabriel header and stuff like that. Granted, they're the better team because they're up. In the second half, now it's defense.
By the way, Cass, it don't work like that.
Yeah, it does work
like that. You can be
the
worst team and be winning the game of football.
I think they regained control the way they needed to because I didn't really see City threatening Arsenal after that Haaland goal. I'll be real. There was a drop.
How many saves did Raya make in the first half? How many Edison make, Cass?
I just think Arsenal were the better team in it.
I don't think either team
it's the kind of saves.
No, but Cass.
And also, I'm gonna put the last part into this. This is just my opinion. 10 men, defense versus attack. We were all here, well, not all here, sorry. But a few of us were here to say that Inter Milan made City look average, right? Because they defended them out in the spaces and made them go for long shots and crosses. Exactly what Arsenal did. So they made them play to their game. City were just poor. They had no idea how to actually get the goal. They had to do it through some dodginess, obviously, through a fumble, obviously, through a corner in the end. And it was a good goal. Well, not like that. I mean, like, as in, it's scrambled in a
What you do with the 9-man line on the wall, which I don't like.
It's scrambled.
Both scored a set piece. What are we doing here?
Yeah, but I mean,
exactly.
What I don't get,
exactly
is
I love that.
How are we trying to?
I'm gonna use Monty's logic. Can I use Monty's logic? Can I use Monty's logic? I'm gonna use Monty's logic. By the way, last season, not last year, when Rashford scored that banger before Foden did and all that, Monty was having an argument with Daps about when Daps was arguing who the better team was, and Monty actually defended United on that front. Did you not, Monty? Do you remember that one?
I United were a better team. I said people were overdoing how bad United were. Like it was 1-1 up until like the 88th minute. Like the 88th minute. Like it wasn't a one-way.
It's kind of the same kind of process. It was kind of the same process slightly with the Arsenal.
No, not really. The reason why it's slightly different is because the gap between City and United. The gap between City and United is completely different between the gap between City and Arsenal. And also your game is a derby. So there is that as well. So when we're looking at City and United, the only thing I'll say, I think I've been full of praise for Arsenal in their efforts to get something out of the game. For me, I'm not gonna cuss them out for drawing against City at the Etihad. Like, come on, man, that's just stupid. But what I would say is that I'm not gonna overpraise them for it either because they're no longer fighting for top 4. This is a consistent title pushing team. And I still feel like we have this notion sometimes to treat them like they're still fighting for top 4, which is, I think, the annoyance in my opinion. But genuinely, I think Arsenal will show today why they're going to be pushing for the title.
Exactly. I think the only thing I can praise City for yesterday is they got the know-how how to get result out of nothing. Even if they do play poor, they still get the result. That's the only praise I can give them yesterday. And maybe a couple other players. Savio, brilliant player. Haaland broken the record. I ain't spoken about that. He's got to do himself proud there. And
Haaland, he was getting back pocketed and just so.
Afterwards, he did.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Did his job though? Did his job?
He did. That's what I said. He done his job. He broke the record, but afterwards, it is what it is. But then
again, so about strikers. Your striker didn't do one pass.
You're very close. You're very close to me referring to you to now supporting Spurs, Chester City,
Okay.
Very close. Because a lot of the things you're saying, you're sounding like a Spurs fan, yeah? So all of this stuff, it's low-hanging fruit.
Cool.
Do you know what I want to talk about?
All right. Let's not talk about...
Jordz, did you want to say
let's not talk about low-hanging fruit. Let's talk about something else. I'll talk about something. I want to talk about something. Why was Saliba celebrating before the goal and lost concentration, which led to the eventual equalizer? Let's talk about that.
Celebrating before what goal?
Before the corner was taken, these men were celebrating and then lost concentration for the goal. Let's talk about that. William Saliba.
Okay, so that's great because we kind of wanted to talk about the same thing, bro. So in all honesty, at least when I was watching the game, I don't remember seeing that in it. So you're gonna have to write a tweet or something. Maybe there's someone on Twitter.
I don't need to write a tweet. I'm asking you on your opinion on that. I'm asking you on your opinion.
So
no. Because it led to do you know why? Because it led to them taking a quick corner. There wasn't someone standing 10 yards within Jack
even talking about
within
quick
Jack Grealish when he returned the ball.
Even talking about quick corners. Even talking about corners, yeah.
It's the same as corner taken quickly, bro. You man weren't set up. You weren't set up.
Quick corners. So let's talk about it, yeah. So we've all watched
one switch off
for more than 20
and
years,
that's
right?
What happen in the Premier League.
We've all watched football here for more than 20 years, right? You're actually not allowed to start play if a player's football boot is not on. We all know this. JD's football boot wasn't on, but Man City carried on and took the corner, and it was fine. So do you know what? I don't really want to talk about.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, I don't want to talk about low hanging
fruit. The corner for the goal was taken from the other side.
I don't want to talk about low hanging fruit, Mons. I don't want to talk about it. Saliba.
Bro, the corner was taken from the other side. The corner was taken from the other side.
You know what it was?
I don't want to talk about low hanging fruit. But you know what I want to talk about?
The corner.
Hold on.
The corner was taken from the other side. You still haven't answered my question. You man switched off. You man, listen. You man, I'm gonna glaze your defense.
Side of that. What's all you done so far is talk about Tottenham and Tottenham, and now you're gonna start about Liverpool.
Hold on. I'm going to glaze. I'm going to glaze your defense in this.
Okay, man. Just to get past your low hanging fruit, bad boy, Saliba, bad, very bad. Shouldn't celebrate before games won. Bad.
Man, don't say.
So bad.
You don't do the same energy, bro.
No hanging fruit, yeah. So I remember.
I remember. We're gonna.
I remember very clearly.
We're gonna slap you up.
I remember very clearly, sir. When we last played you, a certain somebody called Rodri coming out saying, "Oh, they played for the draw. Weak mentality. Oh, they played for the draw. They came here, played for the draw."
Explain. Because this is what I mean. I'll shut up. Just let me know when I can speak.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Why is it when you guys draw with Arsenal, you're allowed to celebrate? What happened to weak mentality then? At your ground. So when Arsenal get a draw at the Etihad and we celebrate getting a draw at the Etihad, we're not allowed to celebrate. But when you, man, get a draw against Arsenal at the Etihad, you're allowed to celebrate.
Hooks, you spoke a lot of words without actually saying anything this whole show. Like, what
I'm about to give the context to all this in a minute, but Hooks is just running his
go on.
Running his gums.
Yeah, no, go on. Explain.
Context.
Oh, context.
There is I'm just not going to say anything.
No, go on.
People say I'm rattled.
I'll mute myself. Don't worry.
Thank you. There is a difference between City go on the attack continuously. That you're talking about mentality. Arsenal come to the Etihad over various seasons and defended from minute one. Yesterday, for the first 45 minutes, you had a little bit of a go. Not too much of a go. You only had 5 shots and they were all in the first half. You had a little bit of a go. Yeah. Which I was the one who said they should do. Totally disagree. I don't think Arsenal were the better team first half. I think for the first 30 minutes, City ran the show. Could have been 3-up. I think if Rodri stays on the pitch, we destroy you. Absolutely rinse you if Rodri stays on the pitch. Sadly, he's got an injury. But people can have a dance about it. It is what it is. But that's the context. He's going there. We've never been anywhere and defended from minute one. Never. Not even been to the Bernabeu and done that. That's what the context of scoring in the last minute. All teams are going to celebrate that in injury time. I don't care if you're Atkinson, Stanley. Everyone does that. It's a mentality thing. Your plays were on the ground, spent, done, finished. There's pictures. I watched it live. They were on the ground. They were done. So it takes a little bit away from you, gives us a little bit of a kick. We stay that 2-point gap, and on we go. That's why there is a difference in the context. When City, Hooks, go somewhere away or at home, and we defend for 90 minutes, which you never see do under Pep Guardiola. I've never seen Monsters Liverpool come to the Etihad and park the bus up. But it's what you want to do. Do what you want to do. That's fine. Dan's Chelsea came to City last season, had a go. I'm not saying you should have a go. What I'm saying is, don't do this. Don't celebrate. Context, 97th minute, 2-1 down in a big game. Of course you're going to celebrate. You're talking about Southampton. Jesus, come on, Hawks. City would have been 4 up by the time we'd even got anywhere near the draw. That's what he means. You're celebrating draws against Southampton. We're celebrating draws against the second best team in the league in the 97th minute.
When you've not played that well as well, Martin.
Context, Hawks. You celebrate against the little clubs. There's the difference.
No, they celebrate defending for corners and then conceding the next one.
Just to correct you, Rodri was speaking in specific after the game where we drew.
No, he wasn't. See, no, you don't know how he was speaking. You don't know him.
I'm just saying, innit? So it's fine, innit? It's fine.
We didn't speak any time yesterday.
So it's fine. So, and another thing I want to correct you on is we didn't come to play for the draw, and I think that was very evident in the fact that when at least from my eyes, when I was watching the game, we wasn't sitting back from it.
Of course, because when you're not used to seeing your team going out the halfway line, you get a bit excited. You get an old.
I think it's very, very disingenuous for anyone to sit here and say that Arsenal sat back from minute 1. But I think that feeds into.
Did I say? Sorry, Dan, Monk. Did I say that?
So it's like you pretty much did. You pretty much did.
Sorry,
and the Chelsea fan up here. Wait, the Chelsea fan up here. He's got a lot of noise for somebody that lost 2-0 to Manchester City at his own ground. So
yeah, but the last time we went up there and had to play the game that you did this season, we went for it, mate.
So
we put 5 goals past City last season.
The reason why I'm behaving the way I'm behaving is because I thought I would, come onto this panel and we would talk about, the football inside of things and how the game went and all those things. But
too much shit is getting said at the minute.
You've spent the last 20 minutes waffling about nothing regarding the football whatsoever.
Dan, talk to me about the game.
I think both teams were poor and the game was spoiled by the referee.
Who was bad for both teams?
Yeah, I think he was. And I think actually both teams were not at the level I expected either team to be at. And I thought that meant that mistakes happened and made it slightly more exciting for the neutral.
So let me ask you a question. When Arsenal went 1-0 down in 8 minutes, when Arsenal went 1-0 down, what did you think was going to happen?
There was no doubt in my mind that City would come back.
How can City come back if they're in the lead?
No, sorry, Arsenal would come back. I thought Arsenal would go for it then. I thought actually it needed the goal because the way Arsenal got ripped open for that goal, I thought that there's no way that Arsenal would be happy to then just defend that. They had to come out, don't they? They have to open up. They have to go for it. They have to be expressive to try and get themselves back into that game. But I think the way you set up before that goal was conceded, I don't think you were playing in a way that was really, really like front-footed and exciting. I think you were just sort of trying to manage expectations of what you did last year, where the draw was celebrated.
Thank you. I was about to get to that. Because for the first 10 minutes, you did lock up and defend. The goal changed your game.
Because he said 10 men for 56 minutes and you can't get it done, toss pot. Usopp's rabbit. I don't even want to say that just in case. He also dragged Saka out too. So what? Switch on.
hey, trust me, that's Saka's normal thing. Saka's got a missing poster at the Etihad. Never had a good game there.
For me, it's a reaction after the equaliser. There are 30 more games. Question: who was the outlet during the game for Arsenal?
Havertz.
Is that kind of Martinelli or Havertz? I don't.
Kai Havertz didn't get one pass off.
Listen, do you know what it is? Yeah, I think we're overdoing it on both sides. I think Man City are a bit shocked that obviously because of the Rodri injury, and I think they're disappointed in the course of the game because they usually expect to win this game. Tell me I'm lying, but these men expect to be Arsenal at the Etihad, innit? Regardless of how good they are from a Man City perspective.
I think Arsenal,
and I think Arsenal, on the other hand, they would have probably taken a draw, start of the game. But let's be honest, if you can see the goal in the 97th minute, you get it, bro. You're not really going to be happy with the draw in it. They can act like they're happy with the valiant performance, but at the end of the day, it's 2 points dropped in that position. But they'd take a draw in the context of things in terms of, you know what I'm saying? I just think that we're overdoing it. The ref did ruin the game, but I don't think both teams were poor like what Dan said. I don't think both teams are poor, but I think both teams
you
were
thought they were
average.
good yesterday, Mons? You thought
No,
both
no,
teams
no,
were good
average,
yesterday?
average.
Yeah, but average
Average.
for these two teams is poor. Like,
I
it's
think
way
yeah,
below their standard. These aren't
that's
average
fine.
teams.
I just think it's average in it. I think Arsenal. I think what we're not really talking about is when Rodri got injured, Arsenal took
that's
advantage.
when it changed.
They did take
That's when
advantage
it changed.
And I feel like I'm going to give them credit for that, because some teams would have probably allowed Kovacic to come on and control the game like he has done since Rodri's been out, because Kovacic wasn't benched because he was shit. He was just benched because Rodri came back. He didn't drop form. You see what I'm saying? I think Arsenal, Martinelli, who I think he's dog shit, if I'm honest, but this was one of his better games today, and he was causing problems. Trossard had an opportunity. You got the 5-yard assist, but albeit it gets them back in the game, it gets them on top. Pause. So I think that it was lining up for a really good spectacle, and I think again the referee just ruined it. That's all it is. I think the attack versus defense in the second half, I don't think we should have too much of a mad opinion on that, because I think anyone who plays against Man City with 11 men,
I do,
knows,
and you know what? Mine's actually negative against her. I'm not happy with my team.
I think City. If we're going based on the second half, bro, genuinely for me, City moved the ball far too slow. The wrong players were on the ball outside of the box. I've seen City move the ball outside the box way better than that.
Because Foden's deployment as well, bro.
Bro. Like, don't get me wrong. If you're gonna play like that, when Arsenal have got every man inside the box, you have to pop shots on target, not over the bar. You have to pop shots on target and hope for a lucky bounce. And then when it becomes 2-2, things start to open up a bit now, because the momentum's on your side. The stadium's rocking. I can tell the fan base, you could sense the frustration throughout the City fan base. You could sense the frustration. Arsenal were doing everything right in the second half. However, at the end of the day, to switch off, to let Man City take a short corner and switch off, I don't think is what we're talking about enough. Don't get me wrong. Arsenal's defense was flawless for 96.5 minutes. Flawless almost. Apart from the goal in the first half. Brilliant play.
Yeah, let's take off about 9 minutes. It was 9 minutes, so take that off. So about
9 minutes. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that off.
87 minutes.
We'll take that off in it. But genuinely, bro, Man City at the Etihad, you cannot switch off. You just can't, because they will hurt you, bro. And any player of that team will score. You just can't switch off. It happened. So Villa switched off for 5 minutes. They scored 3 goals and won the league. It's naive to switch off it's naive to switch off at that part of the game. It's also naive to go and put your team down to 10 men. I think it did work out for Arsenal, because then it gives them more of an excuse to sit back. But you can't switch off in these moments in basically the biggest game of your season. Because at the end of the day, you go and get that 3 points. The difference between 3 points at this point of the season was Arsenal going top of the league and Arsenal being 5 points behind City. That's the difference, by the way. That was the difference. That was what was on the line. Obviously, it's not defining for the Premier League, but these are the type of games that you can look back on. So for me, don't get me wrong. The ref, it's harsh what the ref was shit. And for me, Calafiori's goal was so good, but it shouldn't, for me, it's not so much Kyle Walker's positioning. The ball was taken 10 yards away from where it should have been taken. No one's speaking about that. You know what I'm saying? I think it was harsh on Trossard. I think it's harsh on documents. It's hard. It's hard. Listen, I think it's harsh. It is harsh on Trossard, but Trossard just needs to be smarter. He needs to be a lot smarter, because he's watched Declan Rice get sent off against Brighton and he's gone and done the same thing.
They said it was 0.8 seconds.
I do understand that there is. If you probably go and speak to Trossard, he might say something like, it was so close to the whistle, I was already in motion. But then you could also speak to Doku and go, well, Doku looked like he was probably kicking the ball back to the position where he thought it was being taken from. There's many ways you can kind of break it down. The bottom line is both should have been yellows, isn't it? Both should have been yellows. I will say,
Doku was actually trying to speed the game up. He was trying to get it.
Yeah, but bro, even so,
where the Trossard just booted it away.
Michael Oliver's just got to get removed in general, man.
Yeah, but for me, both should be yellow. Like, it is what it is. And I think, listen, the ref didn't take a hold of the game.
Trossard barged into the back of Bernardo.
But that wasn't even a yellow. That was barely a yellow.
No, that's not a yellow towards.
Right, no, because Michael Oliver needs to get removed.
Talking like footballs back in the 80s. It's not anymore.
But he said that wasn't a yellow. He said that wasn't a yellow. It was the kick of the ball away, which was 0.8 seconds.
Then the PGMO, the Premier League, released something very late last night saying it was for the foul.
Oh no, what?
They released a second statement very late on last night. It was about midnight or something.
I personally didn't see that. I thought it was confirmed that it was.
That was the confusing thing. They said earlier, because also I think it depended what network you were watching. Because over in America and NBC, they were talking about the yellow card and the kick away, and then the PGMO. Somebody's come out with a statement and said it was for the foul.
I don't know, man. You know what it is for me? Remove Michael Oliver from big games. Period.
Michael Oliver's shit.
He's the worst ref in the whole league by a mile.
People are talking like City fans have got a blue carpet out for the guy. We hate him. We don't like him. Ever since the Trent stuff at Anfield. When Pep was doing that, two, like that.
Yeah.
Doku also karate. He also karate kicked McAllister. Doku karate kicked McAllister in the final minutes of the game.
But like I said, we got away. Akanji last season, Grealish threw on goal, got pulled back. And we're going to pull up all our refereeing incidents.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing.
Prince says City can't beat Arsenal anymore, so they're crying about it. Maybe.
No, I think both teams are disappointed for different reasons. And it's all right.
I don't want to win wars. So this is my issue. Arsenal is still trying to win battles. I'm not bothered if we beat Arsenal or not. Do you know why? Because I win the war in May. You win your little battles. Good luck. We win the war in May when we lift the titles. That's what we do. Hooks, you can look big-eyed all you want. 4 in a row, mate. Sit on it. That's what we do. 4 in a row. Win your little battles. I've been there and I've done it. As long as I get 6 points off United, I'm happy. That's what Arsenal are like now. As long as we beat City. Don't win the main prize at the end, but you're beating the City trophy. Well done.
I actually personally, I actually never really cared once when Manchester City won the league, innit? That's just me personally.
Oh, here we go. Don't care about him. All the biggest views are 115. Hey, let's go.
Again,
this is so disingenuous.
The entire Arsenal fan base, and I really don't want to, because even you may not know this, but there's an Arsenal fan don't like me either. So do you know what I mean? So
right, Hawks, never get a City fan ever again. Do not get a City fan on your shows ever again with the BS you're spouting.
I honestly, personally, you know what it is? Yeah.
You just said I do not care about City.
Because I don't.
You don't ever get a City fan anywhere near your channel.
In the sense, yeah. Do you know what? In the sense, yeah, that
you've been disingenuous.
I don't know any Manchester City fans. There's no Manchester City fan that calls my phone when they win the league. There's no Manchester City fan that knocks on my door when they win the league. I don't know one. So if we can't win the league, I would rather you, man, win the league, especially over teams like Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United. So me personally, I've never cared, but I can now see, obviously, a real rivalry forming between Arsenal and Manchester.
You don't care about us.
Not that kind of fluffy one that you had with Liverpool, where you're.
He's saying he don't care in the sense that he doesn't get the laugh back. No. He doesn't get from the laugh back. From
Haaland throwing balls at Gabriel's head. Yeah, man.
That's funny. By the way, I don't give a shit.
That's what he said. City are irrelevant to him.
Hey, your manager, yeah, doing big boot to chest.
We speak about our manager. Our manager's big boy. Our manager's big boy. Let's not open the management stuff. I'm going to let you go and bury yourself.
Anyway, fun.
It is what it is, isn't it? But there's clearly a real rival. Like the fact that you, man, haven't been able to beat Arsenal the last 4 times you faced us.
I don't care. We win the league.
It's rattling a lot
because a lot of the league. I don't care.
Usually speak. That's all I'm saying. Because I remember when you guys were punching us up like all the time. Your players never spoke after games.
We win the league.
But now your man are speaking after games, and because you can't beat us, you're now talking. Oh, well, we win the war. We win.
But to be fair, but City can't beat Spurs. Well, they rarely beat Spurs, and City didn't beat Chelsea.
But it's different.
They don't really beat Liverpool either. Like
they've never won at Anfield. Should we? What we doing here?
But it's different. For one, you couldn't beat Liverpool at Anfield, right? Anfield, but you can't beat Arsenal at your ground. Yeah. And the difference between you not being able to beat Tottenham to Arsenal is Tottenham never been challenging you for the league. We're actually challenging you for the league. Come on, let's wake up, man. You want to be the people that are challenging you for the league.
By the way, 1,000 people in there. Make sure you like the video. I think we're like a few off of 300. So just make sure you get those in if you don't mind.
Go on, guys.
I've got.
No, I was saying, Hooks, you obviously, but I'm just saying with the Man City side of things, these men are fuming though. You're acting like these men are happy with the draw. These men are fuming that they drew though. You're saying, oh yeah, you need to beat your title rivals. City are fuming with the draw. Arsenal are fuming with the draw under the circumstance that happened. I don't get the why is
Hooks, someone said answer your phone.
Hooks. I just heard you say that you don't know any City fans that call your phone.
If you lot just heard that, someone just said that Hooks, you can unmute, you know. Hooks, you can unmute, by the way. Whoa.
You're mute.
You're on mute.
That's funny. Okay. Going forward, I now have a Manchester City fan that will call my phone if they win the league. Okay. Oh, it's something new in my life. So maybe next season I can't run that excuse if Manchester City winning it. But it's cool. Because we all know Arsenal are winning the league, so it's fine.
What about Chelsea?
We all no. Wait, no. Why? Who's all? Who's all? Who's all?
We all know it, man.
No. Don't include me in your little mumbo jumbo. Don't include me.
We all may wanna fight it deep in our hearts.
Yo, don't include me.
Having those internal battles, you know. I know. Mons is waking up every morning like, oh man, we just won, but oh man, why didn't Man City beat Arsenal, man? I know these internal battles.
I need it. A draw was a perfect result for me. What are you talking about?
Bro. I know Arsenal went down to 10 men and Dan was licking his lips like, yeah, man, Arsenal.
Hooks, you're doing the victim thing. A draw is a perfect result for a Liverpool fan. What are you talking about?
No, it's really not. It's really not. The perfect result.
Why would I want Man City 3 points ahead of me? Why would I want 3 points ahead of me?
Okay. Let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you. So you, don't rate Arsenal. You don't think Arsenal are going to win the league. Do you know what I mean? So it actually makes more sense for Arsenal to beat Manchester City because you think Manchester City are going to win the league. So if anything, you should want the team that you don't think is going to beat you to the league to take points off the team that you think 100% is winning the league.
Well, to be fair, as early as it is, right now, I think that Arsenal are probably more the favourites because of the Rodri injury. With Rodri coming back and Foden coming back, that was, for me, I still think City were favourites to win the league. I still think right now City are probably just thereabouts. But depending on how long we don't know how long Rodri's out for, innit? If Rodri's out for a long period of time, we don't know how long, as I said, Odegaard's out as well, innit? So Arsenal now, where I thought it was kind of this, I think it's now like this between Arsenal and City because of that Rodri injury. That is, yeah, that's mad.
But what Man City fans saying that we what how many games how many wins their first without Rodri playing first 4 games?
Yeah, but bro, it's different to do it for 4 games than 38 game stretch, bro. Come on now.
Interesting.
It's different, bro. It's different, bro. They have no Rodri and KDB. If they have them for long term, then Arsenal still have a chance. Have a good chance.
Apparently, we had no injuries yesterday as well.
But you both have injuries. But Rodri's the best player in the league. So and Odegaard is also one of the best players. Let's not like Odegaard.
No Oscar Bob. But apparently, we
you know what I'm saying. And listen, and for those saying, "Oh, Liverpool, you're in a title challenge if you believe it's a good result." I believe Liverpool will be right there until around January, like that part of the season, and then we'll probably fall off. So for me, that's not challenging. That's not. I don't think Liverpool are going to be there. Match day 34, match day 33.
Stop doing this.
Stop doing what?
Stop doing what? Stop. You will do all of this after you won again against Bournemouth. You
we beat Bournemouth. We were supposed to beat Bournemouth. Just like we were supposed to beat Forest.
It was just what
talking about.
It was just a blip. And then in this, you got still got the best defense in the league. Like, if you're not gonna have the base in your chest to think that
you started clowning. You
can win the league, then don't chat to man that are trying to battle for the league, innit? That's all I'm saying.
But you ain't won no league, so I don't give a I can say anything I want to you because you ain't won the league, bro, in 20 odd years. So I don't care if you. I don't care if you
heard so much chat for the team that haven't done out.
Again.
You haven't done out, and you're talking to Liverpool like this.
Listen to understand. Don't listen to respond. Listen to understand. I said
no one's understanding you.
That are trying, again, for those that don't understand English, trying to challenge for the league.
Arrogance.
You get me? Okay. Trying to challenge for the league. I didn't say nothing about winning leagues. You decided to take it down that.
But there's this thing.
Should I just never talk? Should I just never talk? Because if every response to whatever an Arsenal fan says that you don't like is, but you ain't won the league, win a UCL, then what's the point? Should Arsenal fans just never talk? This is what we're doing. Has football just become win a trophy or be silent? Is this literally what football's become?
Can I respond?
No, that's a cop out. That's a cop out.
You are beyond arrogant. You've gone beyond arrogant hooks.
Hold on. No. Because I'm arrogant. So I'm gonna say hooks because I'm arrogant. I'm an arrogant Liverpool fan. I know this, yeah. But my point is that Liverpool, like, there's this obsession with being able to challenge for the league. But like we clown second place every time they don't quite get over the line. So what's the point in this flipping obsession in challenging for the league if second, third, and fourth are given the same shit apart from a different amount of money? Hold on, let me land. Yes, there's a little bit of difference in terms of we finished above you, so you can't chat. We finished second, you finished fourth, and whatnot. But you man are showing this obsession with challenging for the league. Just because I am a realistic Liverpool fan, and I think with a new manager, it doesn't make sense for Liverpool to just automatically be automatic title challengers. It doesn't mean I'm sitting on the fence. I just said I think we're going to beat Real Madrid. So why am I telling me I'm a fencer? It doesn't make no sense to me, bro. Like, I have chest where I believe Liverpool have chest. Just because I'm realistic doesn't mean you have to, or you have different expectations. Doesn't mean I'm sitting on the fence. I just don't agree with you. I believe Liverpool will be right there in and around Christmas time. I don't think we have the squad depth to go as far in this title challenge. As long as with Arsenal, I believe you lot are more consistent than us. There's nothing wrong with saying that, but you don't want me to put myself out there so I can be proved wrong. You man are stupid, because it's funny because when we lost to Forest, I had all you man telling me what happened to this title challenge after match day 4. You're asking me if I'm challenging for the league after 3 match days. Sort yourselves out. It was match day 3 and it's now match day 5. Sort yourselves out. I won games. If you don't keep telling me, Arsenal fans keep telling me, especially Arsenal fans, keep telling me you have played shit teams. You ain't been tested yet. So why are you testing? If I played shit team, why are you talking to me about Liverpool being in a title race and I ain't had a test yet? Answer the question.
I never said you're in a title
race.
Answer
the question.
This is why I said you have to listen to understand, don't listen to respond, innit? So what I actually said is basically don't run your gums about my club if you're not going to stand on business for your own club, innit? That's
not about standing on business. I'm being realistic.
I'm being realistic. Business, so I'm being realistic. Man City fans, they stand on business. Right. So they can do, man. But you don't want to stand on business.
By the way, this sounds like a good evening debate kind of show, but this won't go on towards your results and stuff like that. So now I'm looking at the time slightly thinking, shit, Chelsea just had a fantastic win. Oh shit, Liverpool, grab him gravy boat that I have to call him now, had a fantastic game. I can't even do none of that because you don't want to argue about title race and stuff. Tangents.
Guys, I didn't even get to that stuff.
I'm just saying, if a man is telling me, oh well, if you're just gonna tell me we can't win a league, and we ain't won the league in 20 years, and we ain't won a UCL, why am I gonna? What's the point in talking? The conference is gonna be done in 2 minutes. Then what are you talking about? Just because you man are the only ones challenging for the title, in my opinion, what can no one else talk to you then? Even though that's the point you just made about the UCL and the league.
No. I said, what's the point of Arsenal fans talking if in any conversation, when we say something that goes against your point and proves you wrong, you're just going to say, oh, when did you win the league? Or
you just told me I can't chat to you if I don't think Liverpool are challenging, I can't chat to you. What? What does that even mean?
Let me just run these if you don't, man. Liverpool 4 world-class players. Why can't they challenge? Too much chess for the 03-04 league wieners.
Literally, bro.
Oh my god, wieners.
Literally,
you're deluded. Go on AFTV. You fit on there. Arsenal will never ever try and play City at football. Had to waste time all the way through the game.
I think if we stay 11 man, then we don't go into the low block we went into. Yeah. Whether that means we win the game or lose the game or draw the game, I don't know. But I don't think we play the way we played in the second half if we have 11 men.
Yeah. Well, what you man think on Chelsea? Obviously, Dan had to leave, but I'm going to go straight to Mons.
Nah, bro. Listen, man. Listen, bro. Chelsea are doing their thing, man. I think Jared Bowen came out after the game and said they never felt like they was in the game. And I think that's a testament to what really went down. I think when you look at the form that Jackson's in, and I actually like Jackson, to be fair. I think the Chelsea fans that weren't too keen on Victor Osimhen and were more keen on Jackson because he brings more to the game in his all-round game, in their opinion. I generally think that they had a point. They might have been onto something. You know what I'm saying? Because if Jackson can continue to finishing like that, especially the second finish outside of the boot, broski, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, not like that. That finish was nasty work. Absolutely nasty work. So for me,
can I make a claim? Like, I'm gonna be real as well. Like, just disagree if you want with me. If they can show they can defend that way in the next 2-3 games in the Premier League, I think it's right to say they could probably do something a lot bigger than they have in the last couple of seasons, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that top 4 spot can definitely be theirs if they continue like this. I'm like, that's something I can hold my hands up if they can continue playing like that. I'm not gonna go as far as to say like maybe a title challenge. I need to see more before I say anything like that. But if we're talking, bro, if we're talking top 4 spot, they're looking way more likely than like some Man U, Spurs. But also Villa is still there. Villa are actually getting the job done, albeit as well. So I think between Villa and Chelsea, that's gonna be a good battle. But I just think, listen, man, I've got to say it as it is. Caicedo was 10 out of 10, man. 10 out of 10. Man of the match, best player.
It wasn't for Jackson's couple goals.
Yep, Enzo was very good. Sancho, I liked what I saw from Sancho. And the best, I think the best thing you can say about Chelsea, yeah, because they won 3-0, so there's nothing I can say to hate on them. The best thing I can say about Chelsea is that if Cole Palmer's having a quiet game and you still win 3-0, that is progress. That's progress. It's progress from where they are, and it shows you where they can be. So, I mean, it's as simple as that, really.
No, man said Enzo was the worst on the pitch. I don't know, man. It's the tactics. I think Maresca just got everything right that he needed to. It was more control. I was more impressed with the back line, personally. I think Fofana got sauced once, but I don't remember them really getting sauced after that, in my opinion. West Ham, I think we'll be doing a disservice to Chelsea saying West Ham are being absolutely crap because they have been under par, but they made them look like they're at their worst. They made them look like garbage as well at the same time. So that's why I say your team can be also crap, but how are they crap if the other team doesn't make that the case? A bit like Liverpool Bournemouth game. Obviously, you smashed them 3-0.
Or Liverpool Milan, or Liverpool AC Milan, which everyone wanted to say Milan are shit when we actually made them shit.
Bournemouth gave you a good goal. They gave you a good goal. Kelleher stepped up in the play.
Fuck Bournemouth. These man were gonna get popped anyway, man. Fuck Bournemouth, man. Yeah, right. Fuck Bournemouth, man. What the fuck were Bournemouth gonna do to us?
And you know what? Gravenberch. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, cool, innit? I hear it,
bro.
I hear it.
Word to Hooks' logic. He's one of the best midfielders, if not the best midfielder on form in the league right now. No, Hooks.
He is.
Yes.
Real talk.
I hear that. I don't know what you would like. I see the game. You know, he's playing really well. Like, I don't do this tribalism thing in it. Like, he's actually playing really well. Like, he's been. It's to the point, yeah, where I was even speaking to a Liverpool fan the other day. Like, do you need to replace it? Like, would you go back in for Zubimendi based off of what you've seen Gravenberch do, or would you look at someone who maybe is a more of a like a not an up and coming youngster, but someone that could go like more as a Gravenberch replacement if he's not able to play, or would you still go and get someone to play ahead of Gravenberch?
I think. Do you know what? Listen, if we were to go in for Zubimendi, like, listen, again, and he was to make the move in January and that, obviously, bro, I think we're quite light in that department, and I'll be honest, we're light in that department. This is one of the reasons why I said Liverpool. If Liverpool won and got Zubimendi, bro, for me, we're in the title challenge because I feel like
your squad,
yeah, yeah, bro, squads win leagues, innit? That's my thing. I feel like Arsenal have lost Odegaard, and City have lost Rodri. I think if we lose our best midfielder, I think we're worse off than both your teams. Do you see what I mean? I think we're worse off. Personally, and over a stretch of games, maybe we might look good for 1 or 2 games. We might still look all right and get over the line, but I still think we're worse off than you, man, innit? So if we can get up till January and maybe listen, even if we brought in a Varela, for me, because of how good Gravenberch looks, I don't think it has to be Zubimendi anymore. It's not like
I'm gonna be honest. You might find yourself with a different kind of pivot in the future as well, like can just rotate. Everyone can play 6-8, 6-8, 6-8.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
It might be that. But I still do want a specialist 6 because injuries can happen at any point. I do want that maybe.
He clearly likes a dictating 6 though. He likes a playmaking 6, and that's obvious. That's why it makes sense that Zubi is probably the best shout for it. Does that make sense? Especially you've already done the groundwork for him. It's like Chelsea with Osman right now. They got Jackson, but that shouldn't mean they should just keep Jackson just because he smashed West Ham and he's been doing bits all season. They should also go get another profile just in case Jackson gets injured. Do you know what I mean? This is why Chelsea are where they are, and unfortunately, we're gonna have to hear the end of it with Ches and Don because obviously they're doing madnesses right now, even in the defense. And Sanchez, no one's talking enough about Sanchez having this remontada of form again and being looking like the keeper we saw like 2-3 years ago. Do you know what I mean? So you can put both clubs in hand at the moment.
Yeah, like listen, I'll be honest. Listen, like I'm personally I'm not like I know what Gravenberch is, and I think he's absolutely quality. I don't think it's form anymore. I think he's just that good. I think it just sometimes you can be that good, but obviously you do need a system and you need a certain facilities to be that good. So obviously we're still gonna need to see it for longer for him to get the recognition from maybe like all fan bases. But I'm not gonna yearn for the validation. I'm just gonna keep on singing his praises. Like I don't need to do all that. But yeah, no, man. I think I think we could, even if we just got a specialist 6, because for me, we can't just play every team off the park. When we go and play Madrid, we're gonna see that's a test. When we go and play Arsenal at the Emirates, that's a test. When we go Etihad, that's gonna be a test. So for those games, sometimes you're gonna need that gladiator to kind of maybe we might be 1-0 up at the Etihad and we want to shut the game off, or we might be 1-0 up at the Emirates or 2-0. You get it? Like if you want to see out a game, maybe ball playing midfielders aren't always the way because you might not be on the ball for those moments. So we'll have to see in it. But in January, I definitely feel like we should get a 6, especially if we're still in and around Man City and Arsenal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because our fixtures were nicer than Arsenal's fixtures. You know what I'm saying? So
I personally, I think there'll be a lot of business, Sean.
You reckon? For us or in general? For us or in general?
In general, because I know City are looking in January. You said you are,
especially if Rodri gets injured, then
you're gonna
I would say.
And this is why I thought you guys were gonna get Kimmich because of how tired and because to be fair, you lot were trying to do that. You were trying to kind of nurture Rodri because you know they're important.
Paying 350 grand a week though. That's the problem for.
I thought Kimmich might be the one to kind of be like, cool, if Rodri gets injured, you get like a Kimmich or one of those type of players. But it's not impossible. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah. But yeah, look, people, go subscribe to everyone. Like I said, the Mancunian way. Actually, I'm going to put that. If someone could post that in the comments for Martin because he hasn't got it fully in the tile. But you can go subscribe to Halftime Hooks. Make sure you put that in the YouTube or Big Six Pants. Or if you are a City fan and you just come across Martin, he does have a channel. So do go over there as well. I think you're on the road to what now, Martin?
5K at the moment.
5K. There we go, man. And also you can follow our TikTok. It's in the pin. We just posted a video. Kind of makes the guy look like a donut. But there we are, man. There we are. But yeah, this is gonna go over to Sai's channel as well, where you'll find Jordz and the crew as well. So yeah, man, in a bit, and we should be back tomorrow. And look out for some clips as well in a bit.